3, 2, 1. You're live on YouTube. Yeah, so guys, welcome to this episode. This is the 12th episode of our project. All right, our e-commerce project, and then our training and lessons and discussions and everything. This is the 12th project, so I welcome you guys on board, and this is episode 12 of the Styles project, right? So if this is your first time watching, you know what you do on the channel, right? You subscribe even before you start watching. And if this is your first time hitting me on TikTok, don't forget to drop that follow, and on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, so guys, in the previous episode, we've done a lot. We did a few of some crazy stuff, but in this one, we would want to look more at this, which is going to be the cart screen when there's item in cart, and then where there's no item in cart. And then we will build a checkout screen. From the checkout screen, we can build the address, and then from the address, we can just display something like this, but because we are not going to work with maps, so we will just display something like this, and then hopefully we should be able to finish more of most part of this screen before anything. Yeah, so guys, as you can see, we are very close to the end of this particular playlist. And if this is your first time watching, don't forget once more to follow and also to subscribe, because we are going to have more episodes like this, and it's going to be learning and lessons after lessons. So yeah, this is the only channel where you come in here, have a live training, live coding, you communicate, you vibe and all that. So don't forget, if you are watching after the live on YouTube, subscribe so that anytime I go on live, you're gonna get a notification, and then you can join on the channel. Thank you guys for the follow, and thank you guys for the likes. All right, so let me set up the systems. All right, let me set up some few things so that we can jump into business. Yeah, so that we can jump into business. So guys, if you're watching this, this is called Setso, right? The number one software engineering channel on in Ghana on YouTube, where you actually get a chance to experience live coding, where we build crazy apps and then we do it live, right? It's not any cut and join or cut and paste where you come to view an already existing items where you have no idea how it was started and then how it's going. Yeah, Loloski, thank you very much for the likes, my big boss. You guys are my bosses. Yeah. So guys, let me do the setup, then we can jump into development. Yeah, so we can jump into development. Yeah guys, we got 380 subscribers on the YouTube channel, and that is like a big win, right? That is like a big win. 380 subscribers is not easy. That means we have around 380 people, or let's say in approximation 300 people that are interested in what we do. Yeah, so yeah, it's good to have you guys on board. And if you are one of those people, I just want to say thank you. And if you are not, then I want you to hit on that subscribe button, and let's build something beautiful. Yeah, so guys, let's get to business now. Yeah, so this is what we have done through episode 1 all the way to 11. Right, through episode 1 all the way to 11, we've been able to complete this screen. So in here in episode 12, we would want to work on the cart screen, and hopefully add the checkout screen, and then if possible maybe other ones as well. Yeah, so let's jump into the app and then finish up with this. Yeah, so in here we can have our app running so that we would know what we've done so far. Guys, I know I missed an episode, right? It's supposed to be every day, but I missed some few days due to external factors beyond my control. So we are back now. Yeah, we are back now, and it should be very smooth and straightforward. So let's get started and then log in. And in here, the email would be code with Setso. Guys, thank you very much. One love at gmail.com. Thank you guys for the likes. Yeah, don't forget to follow whilst you like, right? The funny thing is that I know everybody that is following me, which is crazy. Yeah, so this is our screen. What have we been able to build so far? Okay, what have we been able to build so far? The search screen, we've worked on this. So Adidas, we can navigate to the screen, and then we can navigate to reviews, and this is what we have on the review screen. From here we can go into the notifications. This is what we have as the notifications. Then we can go all the way back to home like this. We can like an item, and then go to the saved elements, saved items. Then we can have access to it here. We can unsave it, and then no saved items. Yeah, Musi, thanks very much for the follow. Yeah, so guys, the next one is going to be the cat screen. So far we're done with 4 tabs, right? Lefty, thanks for the follow. Guys, don't forget to check out the YouTube channel, right? That is where you are gonna have crazy apps. You are gonna have crazy experience, right? You know, the normal live streams that people do. They do comedies and all that. This live stream is for software engineering, and we make it so interactive and fun, right? I make it interactive and fun so that you can grab things whilst you're having fun, and that is all that we are doing here. This Gen Zs like fun, right? And you have to make sure that stuff, what you're doing is fun and also educative, and that is what we do here. So we have fun, and then we code together. So don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. If you're already on the channel, don't forget to subscribe, because there are more videos coming up and you don't want to miss any of them. Back to business, guys. Thank you for the follows. All right, so we are going to build a cart screen. And if we check, we already have a screen, right? We already have the home screen set up. Let me see this home main, and this other screen. So we've worked on the home screen, we've worked on the search screen, we've worked on the saved product screen. Now we're about to work on this screen, which is the cart screen. Yeah, carts. And because we are working on an e-commerce software or an e-commerce app, when you've done purchasing an app, let's say not an app, an item, right? So let's search for a Puma product. Let's say this is Polo or Puma. When we go on the details, we get a chance to add to cart. So whatever we add to cart from here, we are supposed to see it in here. You get it? Iwatago? Yeah. So if we jump into the cart screen, we are going to have something like this, which is also just it's going to follow the same principles like what we did for the saved screen, just that the layout is going to change, right? So inside of the cart screen, we are going to have this container, and then these children. So this will be a container which will have a parent child of a row, and the row will have this image, right? We can still have this as a container, all right? And then that container will have a child. That container will be followed by another text, another widget, which will be column. And then let me use the pen. Yeah, so the parent will be this container, and then inside of this container, Robbie, thanks very much for the reshare. Then inside of this container, we would have children, right? And then the first child is going to be a row, because if we look at this element carefully, they are aligned in a row, right? So the first child is going to be a row. Then inside of that row, we would have this child, which would be the container, right? The inside of the container we will build, and then we'll add this image to it. Yeah. Then after that, the next child in the row will now be a column, because if we look at these elements, they are aligned top and then bottom. They are aligned on each other, so this is like a vertical alignment. So we are going to use the column widget, and then the first child of the column, we can use this widget, maybe ListTile. Yeah, we can use ListTile. Then this is going to be the trailing, which will be this icon, and then this is going to be the heading, this one as the heading, let's say the title, and then this will be the subtitle. Then down here we can have same thing, which will be a ListTile. Then we have the title, and then we have the trailing. You get it? Yeah, so that is how I normally analyze my design before I jump into business, so that as soon as I start building, I already have an idea of what I am doing. Yeah, right. So guys, let's get to business. So back to our app, we have to build a new screen which will be called cart, right? So let me build cart, and then we'll have that as the cart screen. Yeah, so on features, I'll create a new directory called carts, and then inside of this cart I will create a new that file called cart screen, right? So cart screen like this. And then I'm going to use provider, right? So I'm going to use a provider. So prov rule, I'll use a consumer stateful widget. So I'll use the prov rule, and then let me just call it a cart screen. Yeah, so this being a cart screen, I'll just import the material widget that comes with the material design system. Yeah, the material 3 design system. And then I'm going to import Riverpod like this. Yeah, so after having these two, what we are going to build is to replace this text as we have here with the cart screen. So instead of this, we would now call the cart screen like this. Yeah, so now rerun all this, and then we should have the cart screen. Let me run. Yeah, so guys, I don't know why my eyes are so blurry. All right, my eyes are just blurry. Like, thank you very much. Thank you, Hiadi. Thank you for the follow. My eyes are so blurry, right? I just feel like, I don't know, now when I sit behind the PC, then my eyes start getting blurry. It's like I want to sleep. And same thing happens to me when I'm at work. I don't know if it's because I've been up for so long that now my system automatically wants to reject the PC. It's crazy. Yeah, so where is the saved screen? Okay, sorry, I closed this. Oh my god, guys, as we are watching, then we also check in the YouTube channel. Yeah, because that is where the fun is. That is, I using PyCharm. I'm using Android Studio Aero Maverick. Yeah, I'm using Android Studio, and Android Studio is it's having the similar IDE to that of PyCharm, because it's been backed by IntelliJ, and that is why it looks like PyCharm and all those other IntelliJ powered interfaces. Yeah, so let me take a look at this. We have my carts followed by this, right? So if we go on the saved screen, we have this AppBar, and we are just going to steal this AppBar from the saved screen and use it. Yeah, so let's go to saved products. Inside of the saved screen, we will just pick this AppBar, then we go take them. Then let's go straight to this screen. So in here we'll take off that, and then we replace it with scaffold. Then our AppBar. Yeah, so let's introduce our AppBar, which is gonna involve this app text that we defined. All right, we declared we built ourselves, and then this will be cats, right? So cats, and then what will be the next thing? My cats. Okay, yeah, so let's have it as my cats, and then this will lead you to notification screen, and then this will lead you to the bed icon. Quality expert writers, thanks very much for the follow, and quality, thanks for joining the house of developers. I hope you guys can check on the YouTube channel, because that is where all the videos are stored. So in case you miss any of them, you can just go in there and have access to them. You can also have it saved just in case one day you want to look at a design, you want to look at an implementation. It will be there for you as a reference. So let's rerun our app and then confirm if our update has actually been propagated. I'm just saying things, guys. No long talk. So look at how my eyes are. My eyes are so blurry and it's so dull. It looks like I want to sleep. My eyes look like it wants to sleep, bro. It's no yet time to sleep. This is grind o'clock. This is grind o'clock. Yeah, this is grind o'clock. You don't sleep when it's grind o'clock, man. So this is the cat screen, and all we would have to do is just some 1, 2, 3 implementations, then that should be it. Yeah, then that should be it. So let's go in here and then take another look, a second look, then that should be it. Yeah, so let me start building this. Let me see the height. The height is, I think, 107. We are going to change it later, but let me just use that. And then let me see, what's the gap? The padding is 15, so we can use 16. Yeah, so yeah, let's go down here, and then the body of this scaffold is going to take let's check this padding, right? So it's going to take padding, but before then let me just use the single child scroll view so that my element can scroll on the screen. Please, what AI did you use for the design? No, it's not an AI. The design was not designed by an AI. It was designed by a real designer, a real UI UX designer, and I just picked it from the Figma community, right? So when you get into the Figma community, you get access to tons of free to use UIs, and you can just pick any of them that works for you, then use it for what you want to do it, use it for. Yeah, so I didn't build it myself, I just picked it. Yeah, so let's go in here and then have something like inside of the single child scroll view, you are welcome, my boss. Yeah, and then we have children, so we're just gonna wrap this column inside of padding, and this padding is gonna have a symmetric padding of 16. I think I should give it all, right? So it's been so long I haven't actually tried the all. So what do I want to do? Yeah, so let me have it this way. And inside of this, the first child of this column is actually going to be a container, right? So let's do that container decoration. We're going to have a box decoration, right? And then the border, we can call the border.all, all right? And then the color is going to be, let me see, I think this is the 500. Let's confirm the color, primary 100. Are you saying this is primary 100? It looks like it looks more like a primary 500. Okay, it says the color is primary 100, so we can just do app colors. Guys, seriously, you guys got to start texting and chatting in the comment section. If not, I'm just gonna fall asleep, man. I'm just gonna fall asleep, man. Yeah, so constant or, and then we are gonna have, what language did you use? Yeah, so this language, I'm using that. I'm using that Flutter, right? That for the app. That and the Flutter SDK. So the value is going to be a 16.0 as specified by the UI. So we're going to have something like this. And then the border radius, I know it's going to be a 10. Yeah, corner radius is always a 10 here. So border, and then I'm going to do the border radius circular. Then I can do the 10.0 as the circular border radius. Then it's going to look like this. Yeah, so now that we have this, the next thing I got to do is what's the next thing I got to do? The next thing I got to do, I think it's the container, right? The container, but we have this already, which is the parent. So this parent is gonna have a child, and then that child, the child of this container is gonna be a row, which will have the children property, and the children are gonna be have two widgets. The first one for the image, and then the next one for the other items, right? The next one is going to be column, and then the first one for image. But showing this image, I think what we can do is, I've been using the container for a very long time, so I would love us to try another one, right? So we can have image, asset image, or you can have image dot asset, right? Dot asset, and then in here we are going to specify the image reference, where the image belongs, so, or where the image is stored. So we can have app assets, and then let's use any image from here. Guys, guys, my eyes, what's going on, man? My eyes, like, my eyes are so dull right now. Guys, we have to start talking in the comment section before I fall asleep while on live, because this is getting crazy. On the normal, I'm not supposed to, like, it's getting so crazy. My eyes are just heavy and they're trying to close on themselves. Like, why would you want to close on me, man? I'm here with you, man. My eyes want to close. Yeah, so what we're going to do is to set the height of this image, so we can have it as a 400.0. I mean, that is, why did I say 400? I just checked this. Was I sleeping when I checked it? Yeah, so it says 79, but we're just going to give it an 80, then that should be it. Yeah, so have it at 80, and then let's see. Yeah, so that is a perfect alignment. That is a perfect alignment right there. And then we want to round the edges of the image, right? So to round the edges of the image, we simply have to just wrap it inside of another widget, which is called the ClipRRect. This widget, it has a property border radius that cuts the elements, or that cuts the edges of its size based on however you set it, right? So we're gonna have a circular border radius, and then this is gonna be a 10. So let's rerun, and then that is what we have, rounded. Yeah, rounded. If you can see it clearly on TikTok, you can check out the YouTube channel, and that should give you a better view. Yeah, so we have that, and then what next we can take a look at is the spacing between these two elements. Yeah, can we see it here, or can we see it here? No. Yeah, but I'm sure this is going to be some 16 vibe, or some hell of a 24 vibe. So let me try it and see. Guys, why? What's wrong with my eyes? It's like I'm falling. Damn, bro. I'm falling sleepy whilst live. How can you tell me this story, man? It's crazy. Yeah, so this section is gonna have a column, right? So let's have this, and then this section is gonna have the start child. So let me just have this in here as start child. And then the next element is going to take a text, which will be the end child, right? So this is going to be the end child. Yeah, so if we should rerun, we would see something like this. And then what we are going to do is to set the main axis of the column to be spaced between, which means the children should be spaced out evenly. Are we going to have that? No, we're not going to have that, because the height of the image is supposed to be the height of the container. Oh my god. Yeah, so the height of the container, let's we can have it at 8.0. Yeah, I think that should work. That worked, but that is not what we are looking for. So let me take off this height and see if it will work. Why did it go that we'll try 160 and see. That 2 is too much. Guys, I'm live and then I'm falling asleep, man. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me, guys? And it's not just a single eye. Both eyes are trying to fall asleep. Like, what sort of betrayal is this, guys? This is a big time betrayal from my eyes. Let me just say my organs. This is like a big time betrayal. Why would you want to fall asleep whilst we are on live? At least give me a break. Please give me a break. So corner radius is 4 and not 10 as I had it there. So where is our ClipRRect? Where is the ClipRRect? And this is gonna be 4. What is gonna be? Yeah, so we're gonna have this, and then the next thing we can do, let me see how the children, okay, this is how the children look like. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good, man. And then let's do the spacing from here to here. Let me just give it something, because my eyes my eyes are closing. It's funny, but it's sad, man. Why would I be live and my eyes will be closing? Like, what's behind me? What is blowing airs in my eyes that wants to make me fall asleep whilst I'm on live? Doesn't really add up, man. Yeah, so the first child, as we discussed, is going to be a ListTile. So let me already, what are you building? In Canva, we are building an e-commerce shopping app, right? So this is basically an app that is owned by a clothing brand, and what we are doing is to convert the design into that particular app, where the brand can put its items online. It can list its items here, and then users can just go in there, and then let's say customers can just go in there and then place their order. So this is a high overview of what it is and how it looks like. Yeah. And what you can do is this is like episode 11. Yeah, this is the 12. Yeah, this is the 12th episode. Thank you very much. I stole the design from the Figma community. Yeah, and you have the link. I have the link to the design in my bio. I'm going to make the code, right, the source code available after the whole episodes, the whole playlist. Yeah, I'm going to make it available after the whole playlist. So if you just want to have access to it, run it on your own app, your own system, and take a look at how it looks like, you can just drop that subscription and also be part of the channel whilst we build together. When the time is right, I'll make it available and everybody can access it. Yeah, so this is the channel, Code with Setso. The link is in my bio and you can take a look at it. When you get there, you just subscribe. Yeah, bro, I took it. I saw it, I liked it, and I took it, man. Yeah, at least the designer will be happy that his inspiration is being put into existence. It's no more just a design, but it's now being put into a system that people can actually use for their business. So yeah, he will be happy wherever he is. Wherever you are, if this is your design, please subscribe. Yeah, so let's get this section. Yeah, so let's do this section. This is going to be a list style. All right, so list style, which means this is going to be the list style, and then this would also be a list style. How do we do that? Let's find out. Yeah, so the first child, which is the start child, is going to be a list style. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Basa. I remember when we used to visit the game center. Let's do the content padding as 0. Oh, not the 0. What programming language? Yeah, so this is the Dart programming language. This is the Dart programming language, and then I'm using Flutter. Flutter is an SDK built on top of that is used to build multi-platform mobile applications, applications. So with Flutter, you can build an app for Android, iOS, desktop, Linux, Mac, and then which one? Web. Yeah, just run the code once, and then you can run it for all those systems, platforms. Yeah, so what do we do here? We are gonna have the title. We don't need a leading, so we'll have a title, which is the app text dot semi-bold. Guys, thank you very much for the likes. Yeah, when you like small, then you follow small, then you subscribe small, and we go like that. Then we go like that. Yeah, so this is a semi-bold of 14. We can do that as you know, we can see. Yeah, so the text, let's just keep a dummy text for now. Let's assuming this is the name of the shirt or the product, so we can say product name. Thank you very much for the reshare. Hopefully people will come through, and then we will be many, and we will subscribe, and we will follow each other, and we will keep in touch. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so I brought my list out, and then my elements are gone, and that is crazy. Why? This column has to be wrapped inside of an expanded widget. Yeah, now we are back on board. Yeah, we are back. Now what's the next thing? What do we do now? The next thing we are going to do, we have our title, so we need the subtitle, which is this another app text like this, and then the next thing we are going to do is regular. If you're Gen Z and you just scroll into this live, don't leave. We have something for you. The good news is coming. You are at the right place. Yeah, over here we do Gen Z things. Yeah, so we're gonna set the size, and then the size is Pharaoh, let my people go. Was that set to Pharaoh? Was it Pharaoh that was asked to let my people go? Yeah, so we have this, and then the next thing we are going to do is, since it's in the column, we can have this, I think, as expanded. So let me see. Yeah, then that is that. Then from there, what do we do next? We have the product name and then the product size. This is all inside of the title and then the subtitle. The next thing we are going to do is the trailing, right? The trailing is this section, this part of. The trailing is this particular part of the design. So assuming this is a list style, let me display it for you. Let me do it nicer. Yeah, so in Flutter, this is how a list style look like. Yeah, and then we have few sections of the list style. We have the leading, right? So the leading is the widgets that we have at the start of the list of the tile, and then we have the title widget. So the title will be aligned here, and then we have the subtitle widget. Subtitle will be aligned here. Then we have the trailing. The trailing is being aligned all the way at this section. All of them are widgets, so they are very flexible and then dynamic, so you can make use of them anyhow you want to. All right, yeah. Yeah, guys, can we move on now? Yeah, so let's move on. Sorry, I was just trying my skills. Moses, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so let's move on and finish up with this. We need this delete button, this delete icon. I think we already have it, so let's just go in here. And then the trailing, we are going to use an icon button. Yeah, we need an icon button because the icon is clickable, so we need it. Moses, Wiz, is it Wiz or Wise? Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so we have icon button, yeah, icon button, icon button. We have the icon button and then we have the icon. Yeah, so in here we can specify our icon, and then the icon is going to be the delete icon. So let's use the delete icon, something like this, the Cupertino delete. Cupertino design system is for Apple, right? It's for the Apple systems. Yeah, the Cupertino design system is for Apples. Yeah, so Apple devices. So I think I have to do icon like this. No, not this. So away from the issue, let me correct the unpressed and then let me read the error to see why they're saying something. The to do in here is going to be for us to delete the item. Yeah, to do is to delete the item, and then the Cupertino this, let's import Cupertino and see. Yeah, not this, that's not what I was asking for. So import Cupertino like this. Yeah, so if we rerun the app, then we are going to look at we'll be looking at something like this. And this color of our icon is supposed to be red, so we just set the icon color to app colors dot error red. I'm sure that's the error red, unless there's another red in the app. Yeah, so this means if we run it, icon should look like that. Now this is just one side of it. Yeah, this is just one side of the whole bread, the bread that we're about to chew. Guys, see my eyes. So that is that, and then the next thing we would have to do is what's the next thing that we would have to do? What's the next thing that we would have to do? Yeah, so the next thing that we would have to do is to make sure that these elements are well aligned, and as we can see, they are well aligned, right? Yeah, so that's cool. Now we have the product name and then the size, but let me confirm something. What is the size of this icon? This icon, it's like what is this? The size is 16, and then Flutter icons by default are of the size 24, I think. Yeah, am I right? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so we do the size, and then the size can be 16.0. Let's do this and see how small it's going to be. So that is very tiny. That is very tiny, and that's what the UI is saying. So UI says we should have something like this. I think it makes sense, just looking like the UI. All right, so the next thing we are going to do is to have this text, and it's going to be the same semi-bold of 14, right? So below this, we are going to have the next size ListTile. Right, so below this ListTile, which is using the expanded, the end child, we would have to do something new. Yeah, so let's take off that new thing and then we move on. But before then, I think we can align the children to space between, or we can just have it like this. Yeah, so this is gonna be another ListTile. Yeah, guys, have you checked out the YouTube channel? Have you checked out the YouTube channel? Oh, do it so that you won't forget it. All right, I know you would love to do it, but you want to do it later. But please, you can do it now so that you will not forget about it. Yeah, I want to have you as part of the house of development. So let's take the default padding of the ListTile, content padding 0, and then we are gonna have children, which is gonna be the title, right? We're gonna have the title, which will be the app text dot semi bold. All right, we are gonna have the app text or semi bold, and then the text is just gonna be the price of the item. So we can have this I think this oh not this this dollar, the dollar sign, and then what do we have? We're gonna have the this, and then the pricing, right? So let's say to this. What do you think about exponential back off? What do I think about it? Nothing, because I haven't explored it before. But guys, let's just type. I'm falling. My eyes are getting blurry, so let's do some reading and see what we have there. Oh my god, guys. Yeah, standard error handling strategy use retrain field network requests or operations instead of fixed delay. The wait time doubles or increases exponential with each failed attempt, and then gives overloaded service time to recover and prevent network congestion. Oh yeah, it's a good practice, but we would have to read and see. All right, how it works. So okay, what about Kubernetes boards? Bro, what do you do? Mobile, backend, or DevOps? Let me know where you are so that I can put my mind there. Yeah, so how it works, the system waits a short base time after the first failure. DevOps, yeah. Yeah. I don't do a lot of DevOps, but let me use this chance to read, guys. A short commercial break. Let's read for some time. Let's learn something new before we move on. So how the exponential back off works. Is it serious or serious? Yeah, how the exponential back off works. First, initial delay, so the system will make the request and then wait for the first time, a short time after the first failure, and it moves on like that. Yeah, guys, we move. Kubernetes pods. I haven't touched on Kubernetes before, but let me just search it so that we can move on. Oh, what are they? Of computing, I can create and manage Kubernetes. A pod acts as a wrapper around one or more tightly coupled containers that share the same. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah. Hey guys, yeah, so I have no idea about the Kubernetes pod, so that is it. Yeah, so how long have you been doing this one, the DevOps? Yeah, so guys, I think my face is getting okay now, so we can do more. So this is what we have. Assuming I add this is what we are gonna get, and then the column is saying a space between. Okay, 4 years, that's a lot of time. Yeah. That is a lot of time. Yeah, so let's put this also in expanded and see how it's going to look like. Yeah, so we have this as the price. Having this as the price, let's say 4 years is a lot. Having this as a price, we can just put it in there, then we move on, right? So after the dollar sign, we have this space, and then this, according to the UI, we're gonna have something like this. So let's say this is $26.99. Yeah, so we can have something like this. Then the next thing we do is to add these two buttons. All right, this is just going to be two buttons. We would add and subtract with a text in between. Yeah, so the trailing, let's look at the trailing. This is title, and then this is going to be trailing. And then let's have it in a size box. All right, and then the width, The width. What should be the width? I'm not gonna give it a width right now, so let me just move on. Let me make it a child and then the row. Right, take it from child box and make it container and then give it a child so that we can see what's up. Yeah, so let's make it pink. Yeah, so that is that, and then we are gonna have a row. The row will have children. So the children, we can have an icon button. Yeah, okay, let's set the children, and the first one is going to be an icon button, which would look like this. So this is going to be the subtract button, and then we're going to have the add button. Yeah, so let's do this, and then we would have something like this. On pressed, we want to subtract something. Yeah, and then the to do is going to be a subtract data or subtract product. Yeah, subtract count. Yeah, that would be the item count. And then this icon will be an icon of minus, so we can just drop it like this minus. Yeah, and rerun, then we have something like this. No yawa. We can move on and build the other one as well. Take this and then drop it here. Yeah, and this is going to be the plus icon. Yeah. So this is the plus icon. Now we have this too. In here we are going to have our text. Let's look for the text. What type of text is it? It's the regular, the medium 12 with a primary 900. Medium 12. Okay, so let's call the app text dot medium, and then let's set the font size. Yeah, so the font size is going to be the 12.0. Paul, thank you for the follow, my boss. Thank you for the follow. Guys, my eyes are closing, but we have to finish this. Yeah, so the count, Omar Jr., thank you for the follow. Guys, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel for videos like this, beautiful videos, the ones you are going to love and the ones you would love to see again and again and again and again. Over here, we entertain and enjoy ourselves whilst we build apps, right? Fully app development for free. So, yeah. Where are you, my brother? Nigeria? No, I'm in Ghana. Ghana, Ghana. Yeah. So let's have this the number, right? So do this, and this is going to be the number. So let's say 3 pieces. Yeah, so you're using 3 pieces, and then this looks so small. Let me check the size of the icon. The size of the icon is also 14. That is very small. Okay, let's set the size to 14.0, and then let's set this size to 14.0. Yeah. Then that is what we have now. So what we're gonna do next is that this row is gonna have we will wrap it inside of a widget called the IntrinsicWidth, so that the length of the row, right, would be that of the max child. So let me try and run this, and then this is what we are gonna get. Yeah, so now we can take off this containers design, which is the pink color. We can now remove it. We can take off the whole container, and then we would have something like this. So now we can press this 2 and this. We can add and subtract. Yeah, so in having that, the next thing we are gonna do here is to what? The next thing we are going to do is to make sure we have the buttons looking exactly like what we have here, this button. Yeah, so let's go here, base B or base B. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the happiest day of my life. style button style icon button. Yeah, so icon button dot style from. Yeah, and then the background color, it's gonna be nothing. So we are not, bro, can we work together on a project? I am halfway done with what I did start with, but I'm stuck. I'll just send a DM. Alright, just send a DM and then we'll take a look at it. I would love to know what you're up to, and then I have a lot on my hands, but let's see if I would or maybe able to drop some and then maybe post some and see what you have. So yeah, you can send a DM. Guys, we're still live on the YouTube channel, right? We are live on YouTube right now, so don't forget to check it out. Yeah. What are you developing? Anonymous. Yeah, Anonymous. I will explain what I'm developing, and then after that you check out episode 1 of the playlist inside of the YouTube channel. Yeah, so it's basically an app for it's basically an e-commerce app for a clothing brand. So assuming you have your clothing brand where you sell clothes and all those things, and then you have your customers. All right, your customers normally come to buy things from you. So now you want to go digital. All right, now you want to go digital, but you need a beautiful app and a simple one with an intuitive UI that your followers can actually, or your customers can easily navigate, right, to place their orders instead of calling you, sending you money, confirming if it's in and all that, those blah blah blah. You just decided to go for an app, and this is what you've gotten. You contact a UI UX developer. He designed this app UI for you, and now you want us to build it. So we are doing the build. Yeah. Are you using Figma? Yes, correct. This is Figma. Okay, which recommended platform can I use to learn that programming? Okay, if you want to be self-taught, you can just visit the dat.dev, right? Or you can use the flutter.dev, right? The official Flutter channel, right? You can use that, and then you should be able to learn from there. Yeah. Hello, I'm from Indonesia and position as DevSecOps in my country. Okay, that's great. It's good to have you on board. I got you, Anonymous. All right. If you love that, don't forget to check my YouTube channel. Yeah. And concerning those that would love to learn this mobile app development, I have my course that I run every month for people that so I train people almost every month that wants to learn mobile app development. We are already in August, and the August training is ongoing, but registrations are going on for September. So if you're interested and you want to learn with me, or you want me to take you through, you can just drop a DM saying I'm interested in the course, then I'll get back to you. Can you teach me Figma? I find it hard to teach myself. Yeah, so most of the designs that you see on the Figma, I do design, but this was not designed by me. I took it from the community, and it's a free design. So what you can do is that you follow, this is more of a design principles and stuff, so you have to follow maybe a good developer, a good UI UX developer on maybe YouTube, right? Try to learn from them and then read more, because personally I might not have the time to do so. Yeah. Yeah, so guys, let's move on and finish up with the button design. You are welcome, TJ. It sounds like CJ. I nearly said something. Yeah, so let's do this. We have side. We want to decorate the border side for this. So let's call something like border side. And then we are going to specify the color. I think it's going to be up colors dot 100. Yeah, the primary 100 liners. So let's rerun, and that is what we have for the border side. AI and backend developer, thanks very much for the follow. So that is for the border side, and then we can have shape. Yeah, I think, where is shape? Where is the shape? Yeah, so out of this. Yeah, so we can have shape, and then this shape is going to be the rounded rectangular border, rounded rectangle border. Yeah, that widget. And then we can set the border radius at circular. Thank you guys, thank you for the love, thank you for the follow, thank you for the reshare. I appreciate it. Meet how far. Yeah, that for manage contained as infrastructure. Yeah. So this is what we have. This looks too big. Can we reduce the pattern inside of this button? Can we reduce the pattern? Let me see. All. Let me do all as 2.0 and see if it's gonna reduce. Nah, that's like the default pattern. It looks very huge. It's too big. It's too big that now, bro, are you into front-end development only? Yeah, I do back-end with Java, Spring Boot, and I do web with Angular, and then I do Flutter for cross platforms, and then I do Compose for only mobile Android. Yeah, but most of the time I work on Android in my free time, and on most of my projects, and at work I do almost everything. But for some time now I've been doing a lot of mobile and then Angular. Yeah, so guys, this button is too big. All right, compared to this, I think that button is too big. Let me try play around this and see. Bro, I'm a web developer, full stack. Oh, it's good to have you on board. Welcome on board, my boss. Yeah, smile. I smile. Yeah, so let's do 24.0 as the height, and then let's do the width as 24.0. I want to check something. Yeah, so this can work. Oh my god, my god. Yeah, so what's the size? Yeah, it's 24 is cool. Yeah, so now that we have this, we can just duplicate this for the other button. Yeah, and then we can move on. Guys, it's nice to have you all on board, and I want to announce to you guys that yeah, we've hit 380 subscribers on YouTube, which is beautiful. Which is beautiful because yeah, it's difficult to have people to actually appreciate software engineering, especially in these days where you everybody is following AI. Let's follow each other. I'm backend developer. I integrate AI, ethical hacker. Okay, that's great. Especially this age where everybody wants to use AI and they don't want to write code anymore. Having you guys join me code, having you guys join me build code using raw hand and then our brain makes me feel like yeah, we are not dead after all. Yeah, so guys, thank you very much for the support. Thank you for the subscriptions and the follows. So now we have our button. We have to make this a plus. AI is just a tool, so no need to write code every time. Yeah, today I worked on a bug that I faced for so long, and I don't even want to talk about it. The last time I talked so much about it. This time I just want to forget because I've solved the problem, so I just want to move on with it. Yeah, so let's have our size box, and then let's have height. Yeah, we are going to use height, and then it will be 16.0. Yeah, so this is what we have, but one thing here is that the elements are not pushing upwards, right? If you check these two elements, they are supposed to be here, this is supposed to be here, and this is supposed to be here, but we have this, and I want to see what is wrong. What is wrong? Hold on, main axis alignment. If I take this away, we have nothing there. What could be the issue? If this is the row and then we set cross-axis alignment to start, it ain't moving, man. So let's take off the container height and then boom, we are gone. Oh my god, my god, my god. We are almost done, but we are not done because some alignments are not looking so good. Oh, not this one, this one. Yeah, so take this off and then let's see. Yeah, so this is what we have, and we want the product to move upwards. Drop this inside of a container, this entire container. So let's give it a color of yellow. What? Oh, because I have decoration. Yeah, give it a color of yellow and then let's move on. So this is what we have. And then if we take this expanded child, let's drop it inside of a container. Then let's give it a color of green. And what again? What again? What is your problem, man? Okay, I get it. Yeah, this is what is supposed to be in the container. Yeah, so let's set color to green and then let's see. Okay, so now inside of this container, you can see that there's a space on top, right? There's a space up there and there's no space down here, but our elements still don't want to move upwards. So what can we do? Let's do something like some intrinsic height. Will that work? No, it ain't gonna work. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. If we remove this, let's let's replace this with intrinsic height and see. No, intrinsic width and see. So this is what we are gonna have, which is not what we are looking for. It's not what we are looking for. So what we want to do is have this product, right? The product name and size, we want to have them aligned to the top here, but I don't know what's pushing them away. Mr. Brown, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, but I don't know what is pushing them away, guys. I don't know what's pushing them away. We have the image. This is the image. Guys, thank you very much for the likes, everybody. Thank you for the likes. Is it the padding? No, it's not a padding. Is it a height? No, I don't think so. If I change this to 140, I'm gonna have this. So it's not it's obviously not the height, obviously. Yeah, and then what is it gonna be? Is it a decoration? No, it's not a decoration. Rich Kid, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, guys, here, Code with Setso, YouTube. All the videos are there on the YouTube channel, so go check it out, guys. Go check it out. Yeah, go check it out, guys. All the videos are on the YouTube channel and they are waiting for you to come take a look at it. So go check it out. Yeah, so this green, right? This green. Let me, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me give it a height of 80.0 and see. So if we do the 120.0 and let's see. I'm gonna make it bigger, 160. Yeah, it's kind of extend above it further. Hi, are you a full stack dev or just a front end dev? I am the developer that can do everything some. Yeah, but you can call me a mobile developer because I do a lot of mobile development. Although I am everywhere, I do a lot of mobile development at my free time. Yeah, so guys, this is what we have. The elements don't want to go upwards, and it's so crazy because it's supposed to move up here. Yeah, it's supposed to move up there. Let me put it inside of a container and give it a color and give it a blue. Yeah, let me give it a blue, and then can I give it a height? Let me see if the height is 80.0. Let me see. Assuming the height is 40. Let me see. Still, it's not moving up. Wow, it's just very good at it. Yeah, I do a lot of this. It's as if this is all that I know to do. At first, I used to do a lot of things, but now all I know is this. Guys, thank you for the follow. Guys, if you follow, then that means you love what you are doing, you love what you see. So please don't forget to also check out the channel, right? Because I have a lot of videos there. I go live every day, and I have a lot of videos. And if you just want to watch me do good, beautiful things, and you want to support, please, you can just jump into there and then subscribe. Yeah, just subscribe. Yeah, so guys, this is what we have here, and I'm trying to move this upwards, but it's not moving, and I'm so confused why it's not working, because it's supposed to be working. Yeah, it's supposed to work, and it's not. So now I'm confused. I'm like, what is going on? Is there something I'm not doing right? Let's interchange them and see. Okay, so I've interchanged them, and it seems like still it is not moving up. What is preventing this from moving upwards? What is preventing this from moving upwards? If we take this pattern off, let's see. Yeah, it's still not moving upwards. Guys, we just have to move on. Yeah, we just have to move on, because we can't spend the whole time. I'm an automation tester and I want to be a dev. Can you help me, please? Yeah, if you want to be a mobile developer, then I can help you, because I have my ongoing course, which is called with Setso, where I teach mobile applications development. So if you want to be a mobile app developer, you can text me up, and then I'll connect with you, then show you the way forward, right? The August cohort is already in action. So if you're interested, you can sign up for the September cohort, and then you get access to the stuff that we're gonna learn together, and I'm gonna train you on how to be good at this. Yeah, but I have one requirement: you have to be willing to learn. Yeah, because it entails a lot, so you would have to be willing to learn. Yeah, guys, so since this does not want to work, right, since it doesn't want to work, let me see. ListTile, I think we have a property which is alignment. I think title align to stats, right? Let me see. It takes ListTile alignment, right? Let me see. Top, this one is moving, but the text, how much is the training do? Yeah, it's $130. Yeah, so this one has moved up, but this is not moving up. Okay, I think I know what is happening. Nah. That's not it, bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. The button has moved up, but the text is not moving up. One thing about me is that if the thing is not working, I can't move forward. Someone would have run away from it already, but because it's not working, I feel like I can't move. Like, that's just an issue with me. That's just me. Yeah, so horizontal title gap, minimum vertical padding. Let me do 0 and see. Yeah, so what I want to do, right, guys, what I want to do right now is that I'm going to change this ListTile. Yeah, I'm going to change it into a row right now. Yeah, I'm going to change it into a row, and then I'll do the main axis alignment as space between, and then these two are going to move away, right? These two are going to move away. So inside of this row, I'm going to have, and then for how long? Some for onboarding, for bombarding you with questions. Yeah, so it's going to be for 4 weeks. Yeah, it's going to be for 4 weeks. And in each week we have 3 sessions. In each week we have 3 sessions, and that 3 sessions is 2 hours each. It's 2 hours each, and every week you get an assignment that compels you to learn. So we have this app text. Yeah, and this is the app text, and I think we can move on with this. Yeah, so after this we're gonna have this one as well. This one as well. Yeah, then in here we can have this button, this icon button. We can pick it from here, and then now we can throw all this for. Yeah, so this is our column, and then this is this item. Yeah, so let's rerun, and then we have this now. Yeah, so now you can see the ListTile was given an issue, and I just have to change it to a row so that I can have my peace of mind, because what the hell? Yeah, so cross axis to start. Yeah, we can have our cross axis to start, and then this button is also supposed to be at the top, and because of that we would put it in a gesture detector, and then this is going to be on top, and this will be child. Yeah, so if we rerun, then we are going to have something like this. And then we can have our cross axis alignment to be from the start. Yeah, so we can have something like this. Yeah, so now what we will do is this column, instead of a space between, we can have them in the center, and then we can have our elements like this. Where is the spacing? Where is the spacing that we were using? So now we have this. Take this off, and then what do we do? Yeah, guys, so I think we've done something pretty cool, but let me take this off, and then let's see. Oh my god, put it back, and then let's see. Yeah, so take it away from here, and then let's see, and that is what we have. And this row cross axis alignment start. Okay guys, I think we've done enough. We can close on this and then duplicate it so that we can move forward. But I want to confirm something. Yeah, Manche, thank you for the follow. Yeah, this is a trailing, and this is the ListTile. We have the leading. Where is the leading? Yeah, we have the title, and then we have the trailing. I think I can put these two in a row so that I would have a proper spacing between them. Then I would use that to align it very well, like the other side. Yeah, so this one would also have the main axis alignment as a space between. yeah, so that there will be a space between the children in there, and then the first child is going to be this text, and then the second child is going to be this text, these buttons, yeah. So we can have this, and then if we should drop this here, then we're good. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate all of the follows. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so instead of using center, we can use something like space evenly or space around, but space evenly will be cool if we want to use that. Yeah, so now you can see our buttons and our items are well aligned. The ListTile was actually giving us a little bit of an issue, but yeah, we are good now. Yeah, so where do we move from here? Where do we move from here, guys? We are live on YouTube, yeah. So when if you are watching, you can just pass through the YouTube channel, drop some likes, drop some comments, and also don't forget to subscribe, okay, because that one is very important. Yeah, so that is that. Now we have our item looking exactly like what we have in here on the UI. So we can actually put them side by side, and then you would see what how it looks like. Yeah, so if we should do something like this, okay, side by side, I think TikTok is not going to see the side by side, so something like this is exactly what we are looking for. Okay, so now what we can do is to change this, right? We can now convert this into a reusable widget. So we'll say we will just create a widget, all right, a widget method, and then we'll call it build tile. Right, build tile, and then in here we are going to return the tile that we created. Yeah, so now we can inside the column we can have a list of maybe 3 items, so 1 2 3, and then we're going to use .map. Yeah, we're going to use .map, and then E, which is standing for an element, and then we can return this build tile. Yeah, so if we rerun, we are gonna have this elements, right? This is a build tile. We are gonna have this. All we can do is to wrap each tile inside of a padding, and then put a little spacing between the elements from the bottom. So we can have that, and then it will look like this. Yeah, if we check the spacing between these two, it's 14. Okay, so we can change this from 8 to 14. Yeah, like this. Yeah, so now this is what we have, and it's looking exactly like what we have on the UI. So what we are now going to do is to increase and reduce these buttons as we move on, right? And in doing that, we would have to build a cart model. We would have to build a model for holding the cart items, right? We would have to build a model for holding the cart items. And before we do that, guys, let's build an empty state cart item, so that in case there is no item in the cart, we can display that there is no element or there is no item inside of the cart. So let's build a widget. Right, guys, thank you very much for the follow. Premium awaiting stories, thanks for the follow, and premium strands, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so widgets, and then we will say build available data, build cart items. Yeah, build cart items. Oh, I need items. Yeah, like this, and then we are going to return this this single child scroll view. Yeah, we are going to return this. So we will return this, and then in here, inside of the body, we will call the build cart items if we want to. Now what we are building here is the center where we show the elements when there is no item, right? So what we can do is to build a widget. We can have a widget, and we'll say build. Guys, we have a widget already, right? You remember we have an empty state widget. So I think we have a empty item. We have a widget like that. I think we have an empty item widget. I think no items. Yeah, no items. Yeah, no items widgets. I think we already have this widget, so we just have to use it again. If you want to know where we get it from, check episode 9. Oh no, that's too far. Check episode 10, and then you will see when we build the no items widget. Yeah, so the title is going to be your cart is empty. Yeah, so the title will be like your cart. Let's see, your cart is empty, right? So your cart is empty, like this. My SDK tool didn't work. Have you followed the videos? Have you followed my video? And when you add products, they would appear here. Okay, let's say when you add products, Sergio, thank you very much for the follow. When you add products, they'll appear here. Yeah, so like this. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the follow. For your information, right, we are available, we are live on the YouTube channel Code with Setso. We are live right now, and we have a bigger display. Right, on YouTube you get the chance to view both ends of the screen, right? TikTok is showing half, YouTube shows the full screen, and also you have access to other videos, other apps that we've built in the previous weeks. You can have access to them, and when you subscribe, anytime I go live, you'll get a notification, and then you come here and then we build together. So check out the YouTube channel and subscribe. Yeah, so we are going to use this icon, which is the cat icon, right? So I'll just download this and then we move on. Yeah, then this is what we have. We can copy this and name it the cat icon. So inside of dummies, we can have this here, and then we can call it cat icon, like this. Yeah, so inside of this cat icon, we will just copy the path reference, and then we'll go to core app assets, and then when we move to the cat icons, we can have this here. Yeah, so we can just have it as a cat duotone icon. Yeah, so cat duotone icon. Boise, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so we can have assets, and then we should use the cat duotone. And if we rerun, we will check this. Your cart is empty. When you add items, they would show. Yeah, so that is what we have. And to display this element, all right, to be able to add items to the cart, we would have to create a provider, right? We would have to create a provider for handling that. We would have to create a specific provider for handling that, and then that should be it. No, guys, we are not done. See, it's like with this section of the app, and I haven't seen it. Yeah, it's escaped me. So let's go in there, build this quickly before we move forward. Yeah, I didn't see this section. Apologies. Yeah, so we can just have some body. And I want your body, and then we can have the build cat items, something like this. Yeah, so if we are using the build cat items, then below this column, right, which is this children, below this children, we should now have this section, which is this. Yeah, so below the children, we are gonna have this section, which is the subtotal, this VAT, this, and shipping fee, this, divider, and then total. Yeah, so let's create a sized box. Have a child, and then inside this child we can have a column and then children, and then we can have a row which would have a main axis alignment of space between. Yeah, and then it's gonna have the first child. Let's make children. The first child is gonna be app text. Right, so let's have our app text dot regular. I know that's a regular system, so let's add text and then confirm what it is. Yeah, so this is regular, yeah, a regular 16 with the 500 color, and then this also is medium 16. Yo, GU, yo, what's up? What's popping, man? Yeah, so this is subtotal. Yo, yo, big bosses. Yeah, subtotal, and then we are gonna have this app text dot medium, and the medium is 16. So let's do the text, and let's just say that the subtotal is dollars of something something. So let's have this dollars of some amount. So let's say 23. Yeah, $23. We'll have this as $23. So that's the medium, and then the font size is going to be a 16.0. Yeah, guys, welcome to the channel of developers. And then the color, okay, this is the color for this, but subtotal is going to have the color of the app colors dot 500 like this. Yeah, so after getting this, we can just basically duplicate it 1 2, or no, we can have it this way, and then we can drop it again. Yeah, so now if we run, we would have something like this. Yeah, the spacing between them, it's like 16. Yeah, so the medium item can have a spacing which will be a pattern symmetric vertical of 16. Yeah, so we should do this and then put a space in between them. Yeah, so total, and then this will be the VAT, something like this, VAT. Yeah, so let's add the VAT, and then the next thing, okay, VAT is this. Yeah, and then the next one is going to be what, let's say VAT is $0, $0, and then the shipping fee. So we have this saying shipping fee. We have this saying shipping fee, and this should give us a cost of let's say $10. And then below that, we are gonna have the other sections, which would be so after this size burst, we are gonna have a constant divider. Guys, thank you very much for the likes, thank you for the follow, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe as we build this together, and don't forget to check out the other videos inside of the YouTube channel. Thank you. And guys, thank you for the reshare, I really appreciate it. Yeah, so this is the colors. We're gonna set the height will be 8.0. Let's see, I think 24 is gonna be too much. Yeah, then maybe let's just use the default height. Yeah, so that is that for the divider, and then the next one is gonna be this total, right? So it's gonna be this same total. Oh no, not this, not this. Let's do something like this. Yeah, okay, it's not here. Poof 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 swing swing. Yeah, so we are gonna have this row. let me have this row and then have this here, then orange. Thank you for the rich year, thank you for the happiest day of my life. Yeah, so we're gonna have the regular will not have the app colors again, so we're just gonna use it as total. And let's check the size of this. It's the same as the rest of them, right? 16. So let's have that as the total. So let's say this is total, and then the total is like $47. Yeah, no, let me just say $437.12. Yeah, so assuming that is the total, we just have to put a little bit of space in between it. So this is 16 and this is 16. Yeah, so I think 16 for the height of the divider shouldn't be so bad, but the divider height is not going above that. So what we can do is to also wrap the divider inside of a pattern like this, and then set this to symmetric vertical 16.0. Yeah, so now we have this. Yeah, so after making this, let's check the spacing between this and this. This is 24, right? So before all this shenanigans, we can have something like a constant size box. Yeah, a height of 24.0. Yeah, so we can have something like this, and then it looks like this. Yeah, so guys, that is that for when we want to buy that, and then we can do the checkout. This checkout, I think, do we have a screen like this? We have the button, right? We can pick one of our buttons, and then we can use it for this, because I don't want us to go and rebuild it all over again. So we can just go to the auth screen, login screen, and then look for that particular button down here, that black button, which is the login button. Yeah, so this field button, we can pick this. Yeah, the Fred the dev, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so after this we have this, and then we have this, and then the next thing we are going to do, oh okay, this is the column, and then after generating the item, I have this and column. So why did I take it even out of it? Oh my god. Take this too and take it back, take them back to where they belong. Pardon. Yeah, this is the rows, those 3 items. Then below those 3 items we have this as well. Yeah, so I went for the Google button, guys. I went for the Google button. I'm looking for this login button, this one. So I'll just take the field, the style, and then I'll give it to this one. Then that should be it. So give this style to this style, change your style, and let's have it as 900. Yeah, then we have this, and then the colors, we can take this off, and this should be white. And then what we are going to do is that we will bring the colors before the image assets. So the colors before the icon. Yeah, so rerun, and then we would have something like this. Now this becomes go to checkout, and then the text is medium of 16, right? So go to checkout. Let's change this to go to checkout. So go to checkout. Yeah, go to checkout, and then this would move from being an image to an icon. Yeah, so we can now use the arrow forward like this with a color of white. Boom. Yeah, so that should be it. And then this one we can have a think the color white is not what we need. We have the app colors dot primary 100, yeah, and then that should be the color. Yeah, so that is what we have. All we have to do is to now put this button a little bit away from the top children, then that should be it. Yeah, height, and then this should be, let's confirm, from this to this we have a 50, so we can make it 64. Yeah, so we have this. Yeah, so guys, at the end of the day, this is how our total screen, all right, our screen is supposed to look like, so that we can click on this to check out. So you go from home to this to carts, and then you can check out. You can increase this number when you add an item. You can remove an item by clicking here, right, by clicking on the delete icon, and then you can do other stuff which we are about to take a look at. Yeah, so this we can say proceed to check out. Yeah, so that is what we have here. Chris, thanks for the follow and thanks for the likes. Yeah, so this is what we have. This is what we have. And what do we have? No items widgets. Yeah, so we have the no items widgets, and that is that. Guys, thank you very much for the rose. I appreciate it. So where do we move from here? Guys, we are live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. I know you've joined early, but you might have missed some of the episodes, and they are all live on YouTube. You can have it in the styles playlist. All right, the name of the app is StyleX, so you can have it in the StyleX playlist, and all the videos are in there. So don't forget to check out the YouTube channel, and then when you get there, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is the name. This is the name, code with Setso. Yeah, that is the name. Yeah, so guys, this is what we have now. The name is code with Setso, and this is it. Yeah, so now this is what we have now, guys. Should we go on? Thank you to my boss. Should we move on, or you said it is okay? We are building all the screen. What program do you use? I use the IDE. I use Android Studio, and then the language is Flutter. I use that. Yeah, the language is that, and then the Flutter SDK. Yeah. So we have this two. We've worked on this two. Now we would have to work on this as well, the checkout screen. Yeah, and then from there we can move on to these other screens and then do them back. Then that should be it. We already have this implemented, so an issue should not be here. We have this implemented, so it's not going to be an issue. The only thing that we would have to do a little bit of mixed stuff on it is going to be this, but this should also not be an issue. Yeah, guys, that is that. So now we want to add items to the cart. We want to add an item to the cart, but the thing is, we've gone so far, right? And everybody that made it so far to this particular section, which is an hour, right? 1 hour 40 minutes into the video. If you've made it so far, I want to say congratulations, you are on a good path, and don't forget to subscribe before you log out of your YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, so what do we do next? Guys, what do we do next? Seems like we've done everything, so what do we do? Ali, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so what do we do, guys? What do we do? What do we do? we need a provider that would actually add the item to the cart, right? We need a provider that will add the item to the cart, and then we need that provider to remove and then do some few things about the item, right? So that provider is gonna take product model, right? It will take we will create a new model, a cart model. The cart model will take product model and then the count. All right, so inside of this screen, the cart screen, we would create a new directory called models, right? And then this model is going to take this, let's create something called the cart product model. Yeah, cart product model, whatever it is. And then in here we will create a class called the CartProductModel. Yeah, and then we are gonna have some final int id, assuming that's the id, add, edit and delete items in cart. Yeah, that is what we are doing. Yeah, so we are on it. Let's add items, edit items. Edit, that is like, okay, we are just changing the count, and then delete is to just remove it. Yeah, so we have final int id, and then we are gonna have a final product model, right? And then we can have it as product, and then we are gonna have what, final. No, this will not be final because it can change, right? So this will be int count. Yeah, the count. Komla Sanusi, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so we can now create the constructor for the CartProductModel like this, and let's have the required this dot id, and then required this dot model, and then this dot count like this. Because the count is not required, I think we can take off const to take off that. Yeah, this has to be nullable like this, then remove. Yeah, so now we have this, and then what we are going to do is to create this. We would also create providers, so let's create providers, and then in here we will create a cart product provider or cart provider. So let's just create this cart provider, and then we can have a final cart provider. I think the name, let me add products. Yeah, products or cart items. Yeah, cart items provider. So let me rename this to cart items. Yeah, like this, and then we're gonna say it's equal to should I say StateProvider? Should I use this one? StateProvider of the value. We are going to use a set, so the value is going to be a set of the CartProductModel. All right, and then we are going to return ref. Ref will return nothing but this. Yeah, so now that is what we have, and then the next thing we want to do is to go all the way inside of this, the cart screen, and then inside of this screen we would we can do a list. All right, we can do a list of no, we can do final products. All right, and then we can do this. Then we will say ref.watch. Alright, then we can call the cart items provider like this. So what is ref saying? It's saying instance ref can be assigned in the okay guys, sorry. Yeah, it has to be in the build. I thought that was the build, I forgot. Yeah, so now we have this, and now in showing the body, we can bring this back, so we can have our no items widget, and this will be center. So inside of the body, or we are going to say that if, so if products dot is not empty, then show this, build that, else show this. So now we basically rerunning to confirm what we have done. To go here, and then the password, the email, and then the password is going to be this. Then we log in. After logging in, we can jump into cart, and then our cart is empty because currently the cart products have nothing. So to add something to the cart, we would have to do something, to represent something, to make something. Guys, I gonna charge my machine. Names are thanks very much for the follow. Is it follow? Thanks for the likes. So guys, how many of you have checked out the YouTube channel? If you check out the YouTube channel, say hi. Let's know who checked out the YouTube channel and who is yet to. Guys, if you don't follow today, if you don't subscribe today, I want you guys to subscribe. All right, I have around 380 subscribers, and that's a very good number because it's not easy. Hi, thank you very much. I hope you've subscribed, and we are going to be here for life is for life. This is the only channel where an African come here, code for you to vibe, right? Code and have fun. You have fun with it. A lot of people say that coding is difficult, but I don't think this channel makes it look difficult because it's just seamless. Although we face struggle, sometimes we face some bugs, but I don't think this channel makes it look difficult. It makes you feel like it is not difficult, and it's truly not difficult. It's just a language that we have to. I'm gonna finish it. I'm actually building this in episodes, right? So every playlist, and then it comes with episodes, and this is the episode 12, right? And we are on the cart screen. We've already handled this section, so we are here. Thank you for the follow. So we normally take a design, right? I pick a design and then build it all the way from the top to the bottom, right? And I hope you give me a discount on the course. All right, go subscribe, and then we'll check what you do. Godfrey, they are all on YouTube right now. This is the name, Code with Setso. All the apps that we've been building so far are all on the YouTube channel. About 135 videos. This should be the 135th video, and they are all about apps and mobile development. So guys, let's complete with our cut screen so that we can run away from here. And thank you all for the subscription. Thank you for subscribing. So where were we? From scratch. We set up everything, and then we build from scratch. When you check episode 1, that is when we created the app from scratch and then started building it. So guys, we are going straight to the checkout screen. Do we have the checkout screen? The product detail screen. So we go to the product detail screen, and in here, add to favorites. That is add to favorites. We are going to look for this add to cart button, right? So now when you select this product, we have to add it to the cart, right? That is what we are doing. So when you select this product and you click on add to cart, what we are going to do is to call ref.read the provider So we are going to call the cart items provider dot notifier. So the notifier is basically going to notify all the other widgets that subscribes to this particular or that are watching this particular provider. Yeah, so any widget that is watching this particular provider, when we make a change from here, the notifier would help to notify that widget of the changes, and then it will rebuild and refresh from there. Godfrey from TikTok, welcome to the channel. This is a beautiful YouTube channel where developers stream and have fun. Yeah, so we'll pick the state of this, and then we'll say add, right? Add, then we'll add this product. So we are going to add a new product, CartProductModel. Yeah, so we'll add a CartProductModel. What's that? CartProductModel, and then this is going to be the ID. Okay, I have to do this. Sorry. Instead of add, I was using any. Yeah, I just thank you, brother. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah, for anybody that's interested in I normally drop notifications when I am coming live, and if for any reason I will not be able to come live, you can also have access to that notification inside of the WhatsApp channel, right? And the WhatsApp channel is inside of the description of this video, so you can check it out. Yeah, so this will take the product model. Let's just say the ID is 0, assuming that is the product ID 0, and then the count, yeah, the count is going to be 1. Yeah, so guys, thank you very much. So now basically what we are saying is that when we go on the product detail screen and we add, we should have that particular product inside of our widget, right? So let's do this, and then let's move on and see. So let's say this is the code with Setso, and then this is password, our password, and then we log in. Guys, it's almost time. So click add to cart, and then let's go to the cart and see. Okay, so now our product is in the cart, right? So let me go to the cart screen, and then let's correct this. Yeah, so build cart items. Instead of using this random data now, we would be using the product, right? So we would have this, we'll use ref.watch, and then we will use the cart items provider, right? Then we'll pick each item and map it, so this becomes our item. Yeah, and then in here we would call this product, or let's say cart item, all right? And then we'll supply the item like this. Yeah, so cart item, and then we'll supply the item. So when we go to this build tile, we will add a new named parameter. All right, what we are going to do is call the name parameter. So we just add this required, and then we'll call the product cart product. Yeah, so we just call them we will just call it cart item. Yeah, so now we should have our item in there. Yeah, so we have this, and if we should run, we would now have this basic item. Yeah, so now the next thing we are going to do is that on the details of looking at the details of the item, this dummy image will be replaced with the items image. So now we can call the cart item dot image dot product model dot image, right? And if we rerun, it becomes the image that we took. All right, so I think we would have to do something here. The image width, right? The image height and the width is very important. So let me do the width. Let's say the width is also 120. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, no. Yeah, so this is gonna be an intrinsic width. Where is the image? Okay, yeah, this is the image. Yeah, This is the image. Yeah. So we have to set the image height and then width, right? So drop this here and drop this here, and then let's go on the design and see what the height and width is. The width is 83, 84, and then the height is 80. Okay, so we can have a width of 84, and then the height is 80, like this. Yeah, and then we can use fit and then cover. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so now this becomes our image. Yeah, so that is the image, and then in here we will change the product name, the dummy product name. Guys, thank you for the follow. We are live on TikTok and then also live on YouTube, so don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. Drop that subscription and let's connect as a team. Yeah, so we are gonna have this let's call the cart item dot product model dot name. Yeah, so this becomes the product name, and then the size. Okay, this is the product size. Right, I should have added that field, but actually we move. Yeah, product size, and then what am I gonna do next? What do we have next? The count. Yeah, so the count, we can do this. The count, we can do the same thing here, which is the cart item dot product dot count. Yeah. So we run, and then we have this. Where is the price? Where is the price? Where is the price? Yeah, so here is the price. We can call the cart item dot product model dot price. Yeah, so this becomes the price as well. Yeah, now we have that. This is 1, this is 0, and then we move on. But to do that, to add the count, we would say that if the cart item dot count is not less than, yeah, it's not less than 0. No, this is minus. Okay, so if it is greater than 0, yeah, this is minus. Yeah, so we'll check if the count, right, which is not null, is greater than 0. Then what we will do is that count minus 1. So we can have the cart item dot count minus 1. Yeah, so we can do minus equal to 1. Yeah, what okay, sorry. Yeah, and then what okay, it can't be no. What do we have here? And it's saying the selector blah blah blah. Okay, so I think we even have the best thing. Just minus this one, minus, it's not can't be anchored or invoked because the color can be null. Yeah, it's not null. Why? Missing selectors such as identifier or whatever. Guys, what the fuck are you trying to tell me? So cart item dot count dot plus equals 1. Let me try this one and see. And it says what? Because it can be null. So we are saying, okay, if it is not null, this here it's saying, it's making sure it's not going to be null, right? But if we do this, then it's now saying this. So what we are going to do is to, what do we do, guys? What do we do? Let's say, and cart item dot count is not equals null. Let's just have this and see. And then this at null check. and then plus 1. Okay, so plus equals 1 will give us an issue. Okay, so we can just have plus 1. Yeah, or let's just say minus 1, and it's basically telling us that that is gonna work. Are you sure this is gonna work? That's what it's telling us. Okay, let's use this also for the addition and see if it's gonna work. Yeah, so we have this, and then let's use plus 1. So if it is not equals 0, if it is not less than or equals 0, right, and it's not null, then we add 1. Yeah, so let's rerun and see. Guys, we are building crazy. Yeah, so let's do code at gmail.com, and then gmail.com, and then let's use password here, and we are going to log in. When we log in, we're going to pick one item, add to cart, go back, check cart, we have this, and then let's set states. Yeah, when we add, we will just set states. Let's do this, set states. Take this off. Yeah, do this. Yeah, so set states, and then when you subtract 2, try to set state. If it doesn't work, guys, we are closing this to episode 12. Yeah, so let's do this and see. Yeah, so we have to do plus equals. We have to add 1 and then do this. So we can do cat item is equal to this. Yeah, a value of type int can be assigned to cat item dot count is equal to that. Continue. Great work. Thank you, Jordi. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we have this, and then let me see if we can do similar thing for this. Oh my god, guys, I am tired. I am tired, guys. Yeah. At gmail.com, and then we're gonna have password like this, and then let's move on. Select this, add to cart, go back and look at the cart, and then try to do something. Okay, 0 and 1. It's only going between 0 and 1. So 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. That's because let me see, if it is, we are saying if it is greater than 0. Yeah, no, if this one is addition, right? If it is greater than or equal to 0, then add 1. Yeah, so if it is greater than or equal to 0, then add 1. So we can do this, and now we should be able to add. Yeah, so now we can add and we can remove. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Asenso. Thank you very much for the reshare. Yeah, so also please don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, right? This is the YouTube channel, and this is where you're gonna have access to all the videos that we've been working on. This is episode 12 of the apps playlist, so you can check it out and then have access to it. Yeah, so guys, one last thing to do is to remove the item from the list when we click on this, right? So let's go back to the other screen and add more items. So assuming we go and add this to cart, and then we have to show something to show that the item has been added to cart, right? Yeah, so assuming we add this to cart, right, assuming we have this in cart, then what we can do is to remove it when we click on the delete button, right? So we can go to the top here and then we say I delete item from the cart. Yeah, so delete the item from cart. Yeah, and then what we can do is to call ref.read, right? Ref.read, and then what we will do is to call the cart provider, cart items. So cart items provider dot notifier dot state dot remove, right? We are removing a particular object. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. So we are remove, so we will do remove where. Yeah, remove where product. Let's have this product. Yeah, so remove where the product dot id equals, oh guys, the id, no, the id will not work. If we use the id, it will not work because I was giving id 000 to all the items, so it will not work. Yeah, so if the product dot name, if the product's name, right, product model dot name, if the product model dot name, or let me say product model dot id, yeah, if the product model dot id is equal to cart item dot product model dot id. Yeah, so basically what we are doing is to remove this particular product from the list when we click on that icon. Yeah, so after doing that, we can just do this set state, and then that should be it. So we can rerun this. I don't know if this is going to work. Now you can see we are able to remove everything from the cart. Nothing is being saved. If we search for Adidas, we go on this, we add to cart, and we come back to this. We can have our Adidas like this. We can add more, reduce it, we can take it off the cart, and then the next thing is to do our checkout, right? So what we would be doing is to calculate this total this, right? You can do the total calculation, and then based on that we can check it. Yeah. What are you talking about? I am in the middle of the video before switching. It returns to the same video, but it starts from the beginning instead of the middle. Yeah, so guys, that is that. We have been able to complete the cart implementation. All right, the rest that we would have to do is maybe add some few other stuff that we would love to add, or that we would want to add to the app, right? Is to do that, maybe show some notification when we add an item to cart successfully. We can do that, but this is what we have now if we decide to add to cart. Yeah, so guys, that is that, and it's good having you all on board. I hope you're gonna follow, because we're gonna have more episodes like this. There are more episodes coming up, and so far so good. We've completed this section of the app, the cart, and for this section it's just gonna be a raw build, so there's no much that we are gonna do here. It's just gonna be in less than 30 minutes we can do this, and this too in less than 30 minutes we can do this. Yeah, so guys, don't forget to follow, don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe. If you watch to this particular state or to this particular level, don't forget to subscribe. And I will come live every day. I come live every day, and I do this with you. Together we stand, together we code, and together we move forward. So I'll see you in episode 13. Yeah, so I'm gonna see you in episode 13, where we will build together to complete these other screens, right? So in episode 13 we should complete all the way to somewhere payment before our time elapses. Then we can take off this one for the last. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to drink water and don't forget to stay hydrated. The name is Code Research.